I made my Met debut. For those of you that don't know what that means, the Metropolitan Opera is the biggest opera house in the world. I have worked there now as a cover for 4 years, and there's many different ways to make your Met Opera debut. Usually you would be out in the world singing at different opera houses for many, many years, maybe doing one role that you get famous for and then they bring you in. But you can also make your debut if you cover there, so if you're like an understudy, and that's what happened to me. And yeah, let's discuss. Alex, were you nervous? Yes, I was very scared. So I got a phone call at 12 o'clock on Tuesday that I would be singing the performance and that they would soon be making an announcement. Immediately upon receiving that call, I felt like I was gonna cry. Having your Met debut is kind of like something that a singer waits for their entire life. And so the fact that so many things start going through your head. First of all, because it's not a planned debut, so you're not like processing that this is gonna happen months in advance. You have 7 hours to process. So I feel like I went through like every possible emotion: happiness, fear, nervousness, excitement, joy, laughing. The opera that I was singing is called La Sonnambula, The Sleepwalker by Bellini, and the role is humongous that I'm covering. It's the lead role, but it's also like the lead role, but like extremely demanding lead role. Like you're singing the entire night, you're on stage the entire night, and you don't get any breaks really. So it's like not only a lot of words, but a lot of staging. So it's just like a lot. So I kind of went through the opera in my head a lot before arriving to the theater. I had to like make a plan of like, when am I going to arrive to the theater? When am I going to warm up? What am I going to eat that day? Oh, it was crazy. I will say though, I was very supported by the Met staff. Like, one of the reasons I think this is possible is because there is a prompter that works at the Metropolitan Opera, which is somebody that gives you your words before you sing your line. And this is not so standard at every opera theater in the world, but it is at kind of like the bigger ones that do a lot of repertoire, do a lot of different operas, because the people singing have a lot of operas in their head. And so like a lot of it is so similar, you kind of need someone there helping you, and it's all in a foreign language. So they just give you the first word of every phrase that you're about to sing. And then the other element here is like when you go on as a cover, you haven't been doing this opera as much as everybody else. And maybe this is just my own critic, but like I know it wasn't perfect. How can it possibly be perfect when you're not? It's like you can only be so prepared without actually having been doing the rehearsals for the last couple months. So like I said, I did get some rehearsals, so I'm really, really grateful for that. That was already like a huge gift, but it is very hard to do it, especially because I filled in for Nadine Sierra, who is very, very famous and who everyone came to hear. So like you're singing to an audience of people who are already disappointed. But that being said, I feel like we had a great audience on Tuesday night, and I'm so happy I got to sing for you guys.